What's going on, everybody? This is Carlos Losbrat, and I'm going to wrap up what you missed this weekend in esports. And we're going to kick it off with the Atlanta Homestand weekend for the Call of Duty League. The Atlanta FaZe Homestand weekend went down last weekend, and it looks like Chicago isn't going to be the top team anymore. While they're still top ranking out of points, Atlanta FaZe right now has a 100% win rate after they dominated in their home weekend. Scump and the Huntsmen almost got into the finals when they were 2 up against the Mutineers, but then Florida came back and reverse swept them in the semifinals, and then went on to face Atlanta, who then swept them 3-0, taking home the prize and keeping that 100% win rate down in Atlanta. So right now the Huntsmen are still at the top of the standings, but also keep in mind that they played 3 events so far, and that was only Atlanta's second time to earn some points. So if Atlanta shows up again, they may be taking the top slot. But also, let's look down at the bottom of the standings, where the Toronto Ultra, placed in 11th place, have had 3 chances to gain some CDL points. Very weak team right now, not looking very strong, and along with them in 10th place is the Subliners. And I gotta say, the Subliners are just like the Mets, because they're owned by the Wilpons, and they lose a lot. Moving on to the Overwatch League, the Washington Justice just did not deliver. They lost both of their matches to the Paris Eternal and the London Spitfire. The Philadelphia Fusion maintained their strength at the top of the ranks by beating NYXL and the Toronto Defiant, and Houston did what Houston does and lost some more matches. One thing I'd like to point out is that the former NYXL player, Miko, who's now a Houston Outlaw, had to face off against his former team and got stomped by them 3-0. And that just sucks, honestly, to have to face your former team knowing you are on a much weaker squad and then just getting destroyed, seeing them walk away victorious and you left with bots on your team. Moving on to League of Legends, in the standings right now we have Cloud9 10-0. These guys are dominating the LCS right now, and I didn't expect it going into this 2020 season, but I am very welcome to it. These guys are killing it right now, and it makes us wonder what the hell happened to the 2 giants of last year's seasons, TSM and Team Liquid. Right now, Team Liquid is doing the Liquid choke. But honestly, I don't think that even applies here, because for Liquid to choke, they have to be in a position where they're actually winning. And these guys are not in a strong position at all. They are in a 4-way tie for 6th place. This is not something you'd expect from Double Lift and the boys. This is not what I was hoping for Team Liquid. But right now, they're in a 4-way tie for 6th with 100 Thieves, Golden Guardians, and Evil Geniuses. Now, it's not surprising that these guys are in a tie for 6th place, but what the heck is Team Liquid doing down there in the bottom? It's pretty wild that 4 teams right now are 4-6. Someone's got to break away from the pack. Someone's got to make a move, and if anyone's going to make a move, I think it's going to be aside from these teams, and it's going to be FlyQuest. Right now, these guys are rocking at 7-3, and I think if anyone's going to try and topple Cloud9, it's got to be these guys. Otherwise, Team Liquid or TSM or really anyone, they're going to have to step up their game if they want to take down the champs right now. And moving on from just the standings in general, I want to talk about Monday Night League, where I think it's not as successful as everyone was hoping it to be over at Riot, because when you create a Monday night event, this makes us think about primetime television for Monday Night Football. Now, of course, this is great for Americans who are in America, and then they can all get around to watching the game at the same time, but it doesn't work out for Asian and European fans who want to tune in, because either they're going to be about to go to sleep, or they're about to get up and go to work. It doesn't work out. It doesn't work out for any of these lineups if you're a non-American fan of the LCS. Also, just putting the Academy teams beforehand, I'm gonna be honest, I do not care for the Academy teams whatsoever. These teams, I believe, are just... there's no point in watching AAA baseball. No one is as interested in the Academy teams as they are for the real LCS teams. That's all the news from me for this weekend. I'll give you a wrap-up of IEM Katowice next week after it premieres on February 28th. Get ready, because my hot takes are gonna keep coming. Thanks for watching. See you later.